Bing bongy bong, bing bongy bong. This is Joe, the bearded historian. He'll tell you an interesting story. Be careful of his soldiers, they can be brats. This is Angel, she's an entity. She'll cause chaos and plant her hands at you. This is Sue, she likes spirits, not the alcohol. She's the reason this channel exists. This is David, he likes fire trucks. He's here occasionally. Bing bongy bong, bing bongy bong, bing bongy bong. We preserve his story.
You ever one of those days where you wonder, am I sane? Did the world go crazy? I'm having one of those days. Anyway, enough about that. Joe's going to tell you a little bit about a breakfast company who's branched out into other things. I'm sure you've heard of them, and I'm sure you've eaten some of their products. But before all that, we've got a shout out. Are you ready? Here we go. Shout out time. Here's a shout out just for you. You support me, so I support you. This shout out is for our friends. Let's see who it is today. Here we go. Okay, there we go. There's South Dakota, Days of Mercy, Phoenix, Trending, Josie, A&M, Kenny and Debbie. There's my Linda. There's Belle, Six Bows, Jerry. There's Sarah, Popcorn, and Vaughn, 5 Can, Heather, Stock, Betty, April, Podcast, Popcorn, Trainer, Thorkin, Big Ben, Tay Weezing, there's Fine, Belle's currently in the late, I think, there's Love, Louise, Moon, oh, it's going to be Mr. Moon. Alright, this is Mr. Moon's channel. Mr. Moon, as you can see, does spiders. He also does some traveling. See, here's the jumping spiders and other spiders. He has lots of shorts because, you know, spiders. And then some lives where he goes on road trips and travels. I mostly get the road trips. So, if you like traveling, even if it's just to and from work, or spiders, it's a good place to hang out. Check him out. Like, share, comment. Enjoy the history. Oh. Alright, peoples, the bearded historian has decided he's going to tell you a story about something historical or hysterical or a little bit of both.
Just be sure to giggle. It works better that way.
Does it? Hold still.
No. And I will say, my voice is a little off today.
He swallowed frogs.
I'm not sure what the deal is.
You did not have frogs earlier.
I wasn't screaming. Didn't have frog legs. But yeah, if you can't hear me, turn it up a little. Now, today's topic is both kind of interesting, but also nostalgic. For those of you over the age of 40, you probably dealt with this company in more ways than one.
You don't even have to be a 40 to be dealt with this company.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, the 20-year-olds know about it. The 40-year-olds know about it. Your grandpa probably knows about it. Basically, we're talking about the Kellogg's company. They've been doing business as Kellogg's, an American multinational food manufacturing company out of Battle Creek, Michigan. Producing cereal, convenience foods, crackers, toaster pastries, and the ever-popular cornflakes,
Cornflakes,
Rice Krispies, Frosted Flakes, Pringles, Eggo, and Cheez-Its.
Cheez-Its.
As of 2018, the mission statement was nourishing families so they can flourish and thrive. Woo-hoo. Now, this company was founded back in 1906 on February the 19th, 119 years ago. Interestingly enough, its original title was Battle Creek Toasted Corn Flake Company. What a Just rolls off the tongue, don't it?
Right. I'm glad they shortened it.
Exactly. Now, originally, what happened was a fellow by the name of John Harvey Kellogg became the superintendent of the Battle Creek Sanitarium, originally the Western Health Reform Institute, founded by Ellen White, and his brother, W.K. Kellogg, worked as a bookkeeper. Well, this is where cornflakes were created and led to the eventual formation of the Kellogg Company. Well, for years, W.K. Kellogg assisted his brother in research to improve the vegetarian diet of the Battle Creek Sanitarium's patients, especially in the search for a wheat-based granola. The Kellogg's are best known for the invention of the formerly mentioned famous breakfast cereal cornflakes. The development of the flake cereal in 1894 has been variously described by those involved. Ella Eaton Kellogg, John Harvey Kellogg, his younger brother Will Keith Kellogg, and other family members. There's considerable disagreement over who is involved in the discovery and the role that they played.
Well then.
It's generally agreed upon, being called out one night, John Kellogg left a batch of wheatberry dough behind. Rather than throwing it out the next day, he sent it through the rollers and was surprised to discover it obtained delicate flakes which could be then baked. Now, W.K. Kellogg persuaded his brother to serve the food in the flake form. Soon the flaked wheat was being packaged into hundreds of packages to guest mail order requests after they left the sanitarium. People loved it.
It's not bad.
Yeah. However, Dr. John Harvey forbade his brother Will from distributing the cereal beyond his consumers. As a result, the brothers...
Do not share with anybody else.
Okay, how dare you? As the brothers fell out, W.K. launched the Battle Creek Toasted Cornflake Company on February 19th. Now, interestingly enough, a little over a year later, on July the 4th, 1907, a fire destroyed the main factory building.
Oh dear.
W.K. Kellogg had a new plant built, and it was in full operation 6 months after the fire.
Cool.
He was ready to get those flakes rolling. Now, convincing his brother to relinquish the rights to the product, Will's company produced and marketed the hugely successful Kellogg's Toasted Corn Flakes, and then renamed the Kellogg Toasted Corn Flake Company in 1909, taking the current name of the Kellogg Company in 1922. Well, in 1909, Williams' company was producing 120,000 cases of cornflakes daily.
Wow.
That is a lot of flakes.
That's amazing.
John, who resented his brother's success, filed suit against Will in 1906 for the right to use the family name. This resulting legal battle, which included a trial which lasted an entire month, ended in December of 1920 when the Michigan Supreme Court ruled in Will's favor. In 1931, the Kellogg's Company announced that most of its factories would shift towards a 30-hour work week instead of the usual 40. W.K. Kellogg stated that he did this so that an additional staff of workers could be employed to support people through the Depression era.
Makes cool.
sense, yeah. W.K. Kellogg stated that he did this, and the practice would remain in effect through World War II and continued briefly after, although some departments and factories remained locked into the 30-hour work weeks until 1980.
Wow.
Hey, if everybody's getting paid, more power to them.
Right? Something's better than nothing.
Now, from 1969 to 1970, 1 year, the slogan "Kellogg's puts more into your day" was used on Sunday morning TV shows, and from 69 to 77, Kellogg's acquired various small businesses, including Salada Tea, Fern International, Mrs. Smith's Pies, Eggo, and Pure Packed Foods. However, it was later criticized for not diversifying further, like General Mills and Quaker Oats were. After underspending its competition in marketing and product development, Kellogg's U.S. market share hit a low of 36.7% in 1983. A prominent Wall Street analyst called it a fine company that's past its prime, and that the cereal market was being regarded as mature.
I mean, they're not wrong.
Yeah, such comments stimulated the Kellogg chairman, William E. Lamothe, to improve, which primarily involved approaching the demographic of 80 million baby boomers rather than marketing children-oriented cereals. In emphasizing cereal's convenience and nutritional value, Kellogg's helped persuade U.S. consumers aged 25 to 49 to eat 26% more cereal than people of that age ate 5 years prior. The U.S. ready-to-eat cereal market, worth $3.7 billion at retail in '83, totaled $5.4 billion by '88, and it expanded 3 times as fast as the average grocery category. How many of us sat there and ate a box of cereal?
I've eaten cereal.
Yeah, I mean, I love those little mini boxes. You pop the top, have a snack. You know, it's portable, it's fast, and it fits in the cup holder in the car. Now, Kellogg's also introduced several new products: Crispix, Raisin Squares, Nutri-Grain biscuits, and then reached out internationally with Just Right, aimed at Australians, and Gen My Flakes for Japan. During this time, the company maintained success over its top competitors, General Mills, which had largely marketed children's cereals, and Post, which had difficulty in the adult cereal market. In 2001, Kellogg's would acquire Keebler for $3.87 billion. Oh, I love Keebler. Good cookies, yes. Over the years, the company has also gone on to acquire Morningstar Farms and Cashew divisions, other subsidiaries. Kellogg's also owns Bear Naked, Natural Touch, Cheez-It, Murray, Austin Cookies and Crackers, Famous Amos, Garden Burger, acquired in 2007, and Plantation Brands. Presently, Kellogg's is a member of the World Cocoa Foundation. Now, in 2012, Kellogg became the world's second largest snack food company after PepsiCo by acquiring potato chips brand Pringles from Procter & Gamble in a $2.7 billion cash deal. Here's a box of money.
Have a box.
I would love to be sitting at that table. Do you want 20s or 100s? Well, 2015, Kellogg's announced that it would source 100% cage-free eggs, eliminate gestation stalls from its pork supply chains in 2025. And in 2017, Kellogg's acquired the Chicago-based food company RX Bar for $654 million. Earlier that year, Kellogg's also opened new corporate office space in Chicago's Merchandise Mart for its global growth and IT departments. In the UK, Kellogg's also released the WK Kellogg brand of organic, vegan, and plant-based cereals, granolas, or organic whole grain wheat, and super greens with no added sugars. In 2008, Kellogg's decided to cease their operations in Venezuela due to an economic crisis the country is facing. The factories there were taken over by the state under Nicolas Maduro's administration. In the mid-2019, their Kellogg cereal boxes began portraying the Venezuelan flag and a model for Maduro. Together, everything is possible. Alongside Kellogg's logo and mascots were sold all over the country. Kellogg's considers it an illicit use, and the company stated it would take legal action.
Oh no.
I wonder what they're doing now that he's in prison.
Oh no.
Now, in April 1st, 2019, it was announced that Kellogg's was selling the Famous Amos, Murray's, Keebler, Mother's, and Little Brownie Bakers, one of the producers of the cookies for the Girl Scouts, to Ferrero Spain for $1.4 billion. On July 29th, 2019, the sale was completed. Kellogg's would keep the Keebler cracker line and replace the Keebler name on their crackers with the Kellogg's name. In 2018, Kellogg's announced that their next generation Kellogg's Better Days global commitment, focusing on hungry children and farmers, with specific targets to reach by 2030. In October 2019, Kellogg's would partner with GLAAD, launching a new limited edition all-together cereal and donating $50,000 to support GLAAD's anti-bullying and LGBTQ advocacy efforts. The all-together cereal combines 6 mini cereal boxes into one package to bring attention to anti-bullying. In January of 2020, Kellogg's decided to work with suppliers to phase out the use of glyphosate in 2025, which some farmers have been using as a drying agent for wheat and oats supplied to Kellogg's. In October of 2021, workers at all the Kellogg cereal plants in the United States went on strike,
Oh no.
conducted by the Bakery, Confectionery, Tobacco Workers, and Grain Millers International Union over disagreements over the terms of a new labor contract. On December the 3rd, 2021, a tentative deal was struck to end the workers' strike, but the union members overwhelmingly rejected the tentative agreement, and Kellogg's management announced that they would seek to replace all 1,400 striking workers.
Oh wow.
Yeah, on December the 21st, about 1,400 workers approved the collective bargaining agreement, ending the strike, which lasted 77 days. On June 21st, 2022, Kellogg's announced that the company would spin off 3 cereal, snacks, and plant-based food divisions, the North American Cereal and Plant-Based Food Spin-Off Companies, would keep Battle Creek as their headquarters, and the new Snack and International Cereal Company would be based in Chicago. The successor company, known as Global Snacking Company, temporarily represents 80% or $11.4 billion of Kellogg's sales. 60% of Global Snacking's business was snacks, and nearly half of the company's business was in the United States. We love our snacks.
Pickles.
The cereal business, temporarily called North American Cereal Company, would be the second largest American cereal company and the largest in Canada and the Caribbean, with 5 of the top 11 brands and $2.4 billion in annual sales. Plant-based foods, representing $340 million in annual sales, would be called Plantco and could even be sold. Well, in January of 2023, Kellogg's shelved the plans to spin off the plant food business and would retain it as part of Global Snacking Company. On March 15, 2023, Kellogg's announced that the North American Cereal Company would formally named W.K. Kellogg Company, while the Global Snacking Company would be called Kellanova. Yeah, the ticker symbol K would be used by Kellanova on the New York Stock Exchange. The split was completed on October 2nd, 2023. Now, for the fiscal year of 2017, Kellogg's reported earnings of $1.269 billion, with an annual revenue of $12.932 billion. Now, surprisingly enough, that's actually a decline of 0.07 or 0.7%
Wow.
over the previous fiscal cycle. That's still a lot of frickin' money.
It is.
Its market capitalization, it was valued at over $22.1 billion in November of 2018. So yeah, they're not hurting. Now, brands, these are the brands that are under the umbrella. Okay, Bare Naked Incorporated, Cheez-Its, Eggo, Fruity Snacks and Fruit Winders, Kashi, Crave, which Niles loves. I think it's pretty good too. The chocolate centers, Morningstar Farms, Club Crackers, yay, Nutri-Grain, Pop-Tarts, Pringles, yay, RX Bars, Sunshine Biscuits, Townhouse Crackers, Zesta Crackers, which good for our soups, Cars, Rice Krispies Treats, something called Incognito, must be a plant-based food, I imagine, Fruit Loops, yay, Joy Bowl, All Brand, Apple Jacks, Austin Sandwich Cookies, Corn Pops, Cracklin' Oat Brand, Crispix, Frosted Mini Wheats, I got a box of that in the other room, Garden Burger, Honey Smacks, yeah.
You want Honey Smacks?
Yes. Jumbo Snacks cereal, Frosted Flakes, Corn Flakes, Frozen Breakfast, Raisin Bran, Muesli cereal, Pure Organic Fruit Bars, Smart Start cereal, S'mores, Toasted Crackers, and Special K. Now, here's a list of all cereal products produced by Kellogg's.
Oh no.
With available varieties. Now, some of these, you just read the, like, how many ways can you make one type of cereal?
They have come up with some new ones. I'm just like, why?
Why?
Like chocolate frosted flakes. You're just like, why?
Now, for all of you who love Bran, All Bran. You have All Bran Original, All Bran Bran Buds, All Bran Bran Flakes, All Bran Extra Fiber, All Bran Guardian for the Canadians and the UK out there. Apple Jacks. You have Apple
Apple
Jacks apple versus cinnamon.
I remember that one.
Apple Jacks 72 flavor blast from Germany.
Don't remember that one.
Brand Buds from New Zealand.
That's got a bad name.
Yes. Brand Flakes. Chocos from India and Europe. Chocolate Corn Flakes. This was a chocolate version of Corn Flakes, first sold in the UK in 1998 as Chocolate Corn Flakes or Chocolate Flakes. Discontinued a few years later, but re-released in 2011. Cinnabon, Cinnamon Mini Buns, Cocoa Pops, Cocoa Rocks, Cocoa Pops Special Edition Challenger Spaceship, Cocoa Pops Crunchers, Cocoa Pops Mega Crunchers, Cocoa Pops Moon and Stars.
I think I remember that one.
Yeah, Cocoa Krispies, love those. Interesting enough, they were called Cocoa Pops in France, Cocoa Krispies in Portugal, Spain, Germany, Austria, and Switzerland, and Cocoa Krispies in Latin America. Then you had Cocoa Flakes, Corn Flakes, Complete Wheat Bran Flakes or Bran Flakes, Corn Pops, Country Store, don't remember that one, Cracklin' Oat Bran, Crayola Jazzberry Cereal. In 2021, Kellogg and Crayola teamed up to create a fruit-flavored cereal with a coloring book on the box. That sounded like fun.
Is that the one that looked like crayons, or was that gummies that we saw that looked like crayons?
I think those were gummies.
Okay.
Either way, some poor kids out there eating crayons. Crispix, Crunch, a caramel nut crunch, crayon vanilla crunch, toasted honey crunch, Crunchy Nut, formerly Crunchy Nut Corn Flakes, Crunch Nut Brand, Cruncharoos, Disney cereals, Disney Honey Bees, Honey Grams, Disney Mickey's Magic, Disney's Mud and Bugs, Pirates of the Caribbean, Disney Princesses, Donut Shop, Eggo, Extra Muesli, Fruit Nut, Fruit Magic, and Nut Design, Fruit Loops,
Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops, Fruit Loops, 1/3 less sugar, Marshmallow Fruit Loops, and Fruit Bloopers, Frosted Flakes, my buddies. They're called the Frosties outside of the U.S. or Canada. Kellogg's Frosted Flakes, 1/3. Kellogg's Banana Frosted Flakes, Kellogg's
Ew.
Birthday Confetti Frosted Flakes, Kellogg's Cocoa Frosted Flakes, less sugar, Tony's Cinnamon Crunchers, and Honey Nut. Frosted Mini Wheats, known as in the UK as Tapas until the early 1990s when the name was changed to Frosted Wheats. The name Tapas is still applied to the product in other parts of Europe, like Germany and Austria. Fruit Harvest. Fruit Harvest came with Apple Cinnamon, Fruit Harvest Peach Strawberry, or Fruit Harvest Strawberry Blueberry. Those are very busy cereals.
Very busy cereals.
Fruit and Fiber, not related to the Post brand cereal of the same name. Fruit Winders, found in the UK. Jimani Flakes in Japan. Guardian in Australia, New Zealand, or Canada. Happy Inside, Bold Blueberry, Simply Strawberry, or Coconut Crunch. That sounds pretty good. Honey Loops, formerly Honey Nut Loops. Honey Nut Corn Flakes. Honey Smacks. Love Honey Smacks. Or Straight Out Smacks in other markets. Jif Peanut Butter Cereal. That just seems weird. Just Right. Just Right is another busy cereal. You had Just Right Original, Just Right Fruit and Nut, Just Right Nespresso, Just Right Tropical, Just Right Berry and Apple, Just Right Crunchy Blend, Cranberry, Almond, and Sultana in Australia and New Zealand, Just Right Crunchy Blend, Apple, Date and Sultana, Australia and New Zealand, Kampa Tasampa, Roasted Barley, found in Tibet. Combos, Crave, chocolate cereal introduced in the UK in 2010, rolled out to Europe as Tresor or Tresor in 2011, and then North America in 2012. Complete, found in Australia. Low-fat granola, low-fat granola, or low-fat granola with raisins. Mini Max, Mini Swirls, Mini Wheats Frosted Original, Mini Wheats Frosted Bite Size, Mini Wheats Frosted Maple and Brown Sugar, Mini Wheats Raisin, Mini Wheats Strawberry, Mini Wheats Vanilla Cream, Mini Wheats Strawberry Delight, Mini Wheats Black Currant, weird. Mueslix with raisins, dates, and almonds. Nutri-Grain, Nut Feast, Oat Bran, Cracklin' Oat Bran, Optivia, Pop-Tarts Bites, Frosted Strawberry, Frosted Brown Sugar, Cinnamon, the boy's favorite. Raisin Bran, Sultana Bran. Raisin Bran Crunch, Sultana Bran in Australia and New Zealand, and Sultana Bran Crunch in Australia and New Zealand. You guys down in Australia will have to tell me what is up with that, because it sounds good. Raisin Bran, Raisin Wheat, Rice Krispies, Rice Bubbles, Rice Krispies, Frosted Rice Krispies, Ricicles in the UK, gluten-free Rice Krispies, Rice Bubbles, LCMs, Rice Krispies Cocoa in Canada only, Rice Krispies multi-grain shapes. Canada usually gets away with some great stuff too.
Right?
Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory, chocolatey almond cereal. Oh. We got a Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory here in town too. Scooby-Doo cereal.
Ooh.
Cinnamon marshmallow Scooby-Doo cereal. Interesting. Smart Start soy protein cereal just for the girl. S'mores. Special K. Okay. Special K low carb lifestyle, Special K red berries, Special K vanilla almond, my favorite, Special K honey and almond for Australians, Special K forest berries for Australia, Special K purple berries, UK, Special K light muesli mixed berries and apple, Australia and New Zealand, Special K light muesli peach and mango flavor, Australia and New Zealand, Special K dark chocolate, Belgium, Special K milk chocolate, Belgium, Special K sustain, UK. Spider-Man cereal. Spider-Man Spider-Berry.
Are we eating Spider-Man?
Apparently. Munch.
Or Spider-Man.
Crunch. SpongeBob SquarePants cereal. Strawberry Pops, South Africa. Super Mario cereal. Sustain selection. Tresor, Europe's variety. Vector, Canada only. Yeast Bites with honey. And Kriegels, formerly known as Zimzi, mini cinnamon flavored spirals, only sold in Germany and Austria. Now, for all of these wonderful choices, there are some that are no longer with us.
Oh no!
And this is
those that are no longer with us.
Yeah, this is just some stuff that, you know, it gave it a good try. It tried to keep going. It didn't last. Banana Bubbles. It was a banana-flavored variation of Rice Krispies, first appeared in the UK in '95, discontinued shortly thereafter. Banana Frosted Flakes.
Yeah, it's just weird.
Bart Simpson's No Problemos and Bart Simpson's Eat My Shorts. Sold in the UK for a limited period. Bart Simpson Peanut Butter Chocolate Crunch Cereal. Big Mix Cereal. Buckwheat and Maple. Buzz Blasts, based on Buzz Lightyear. CP30 cereal, introduced in 1984 and inspired by the multilingual droid from Star Wars. The cereal itself called it a new crunchy force at breakfast and was composed of twin rings phased together for two crunches in every double O. In other words, they were shaped like the digit 8. After severing company's ties to Star Wars, the company renamed it Prograin and promoted it with other sports-oriented commercials. Cinnamon Crunch Crispix, Cinnamon Mini Buns, Cocoa Hoops, manufactured briefly in the 1970s. This resembled Cheerios but was chocolate flavored. The mascot was a cartoon character named Newton the Owl and was one of the commercials featured a young Jodie Foster. Cocoa Pops Straws, Complete Oat Bran Flakes, Concentrate, Corn Flakes with instant bananas. They like bananas for some reason.
Right?
Corn Soya Cereal, Crunchy Logs, Double Dip Crunch, Eggo Waffles, Frosted Krispies, Frosted Rice. It's a combination of Frosted Flakes and Rice Krispies, using Rice Krispies with frosting on them. Tony Jr. was the brand's mascot.
God, that sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That sounds familiar. Fruit Twistables, Fruity Marshmallow Krispies. Golden Crackles, Golden Oatmeal Crunch, later revised to Golden Crunch. Grow Pup Dog Food and Dog Biscuits. Heartwise, containing psyllium, an Indian-grown grain used as a laxative and cholesterol reducer. No. Homer Simpson's Cinnamon Donut Cereal, based on the cartoon. Camel Rice Bran Cereal. combos, orange, strawberry, and chocolate flavors. Cream Crunch, crumble cereal, was manufactured approximately from 1920s to the mid-1960s, based on shreds of wheat, but different from shredded wheat in texture. Unlike the latter, it tended to remain crisp in milk. In the Chicago area, Crumbles was available into the late 60s. It was also high in fiber, although that average fruit was not in vogue at the time. Marshmallow Krispies, later revised to Fruity Marshmallow Krispies. Mr. T, Muscle Crunch.
I think I remember that one vaguely.
Yeah. Nut and Honey Crunch, OJ's, all the vitamin C in a 4-ounce glass of orange juice. OK's cereal was based physically resembling the competing brand Cheerios, with half the OK shaped and the letter O's, and the other half shaped like K's, but did not taste like Cheerios. OK's originally featured Meg Otis, a giant burly Scotsman on the box, and was replaced with the more familiar Yogi Bear. Pep, best remembered as the sponsor of the Superman radio cereal. Pokemon cereal, a limited edition cereal.
I think I remember that one.
Yep. Marshmallow shapes of forms of Generation 1 Pokemon's Pikachu, Oddish, Poliwhirl, Ditto. They later returned.
Can't eat the Pokemon.
No, can't eat the Pokemon.
Even though I have heard Magikarp is very tasty.
Yes. Pop-Tart Crunch, Powerpuff Girls cereal, Product 19, discontinued in 2016. Pro Brain, Puff and Rice from the late 60s to late 70s or early 70s. Raisin Squares, Raisins, Rice, and Rye. Razzle Dazzle Rice Krispies, Ricicles. Sugar Stars, and All-Stars cereal. Strawberry Rice Krispies, Strawberry Splits, 3-Point Pops. Tony's Cinnamon Crunchers, Tony's Turbos. Triple Snacks, Yogos, discontinued in 2011. Yogos, Berry, Mango, Strawberry, 72 Flavor Burst in Germany, and Cookies and Cream. Tacos in Mexico. Tacos.
Why are we talking about tacos?
Because it was a brand flavor of Yogos. And Yogos Rollers were discontinued in 2009. And the Zims and the cereal discontinued. And a cereal called Starch.
Finished. No, just kidding.
Crush. But yeah, for all the fun that they had, here's a company that, like I said, every morning, a lot of kids grew up, reading the back of the box, trying to figure out what the heck it meant, digging for that prize out of the cereal box, and just enjoying that sugar buzz when they trudged off to school for yet another fun day of learning. But this has been the Bearded Historian for another week of history stuffed in your ear. And we will see you folks next week if Sue doesn't kill me.
Well, if the frog doesn't kill him.
That's it. Ribbit.
Almost 30 minutes.
Yay.
29:42.